Alright, so this is the CRKT crossbones. I was so excited when this knife came out. Carried it for months. Now there's the new limited edition M390 version. And there's a bigger version I didn't know about until recently either. Oh, word. One of my favorite knives for a long time. Like I said, carried it for months. Every day. Loved it. Didn't think I would ever... Oh, that's not true. I always buy another knife, but this was seriously one of my favorite ever. I just thought it looked so nice. It performed really well. It was slim. The pocket clip worked well. You know, liner lock. Deep concealed clip, which isn't all the way up to the top, which kind of grinds my gears a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, but it is what it is. Lanyard, I never really put lanyards on my knives, but here's the kicker. You see the tip of the blade right there? You can you hear that? It's my skin getting caught on it. This blade sticks out just, doesn't stick out really, but it's just close enough to the edge where your finger can get caught on it. And there's been a couple times now where I go to reach into my pocket and boop, poke, pricked my finger. Now, is a pricked finger a big deal? Not really, but your knife shouldn't cut you when it's closed. So I found that that's kind of a pretty big flaw, and I barely carried it since, unfortunately. Now, I don't know if this is just a lemon, if this is only mine that does it, or what. I want to get the new limited edition M390 version and the bigger version and just see and compare if, maybe even another one of these. I got it right when it came out. It was $50 from the CRKT website. Now it's $115. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna do that. Actually, I guess this thing is relatively popular. If they drove the price up that much and came out with a limited edition version and a jumbo version. Because I mean, this thing is just perfect in my opinion. Like, fits my hand great, and it's comfortable. Blade's thin. Well, the profile of it is thin. The back of it's thick enough. I think these are aluminum handles. The limited edition version is titanium. So if you're into that, you might want to get that. That one's like $250 though. Pretty sure. Yeah. 500 made only. Really want one, but I don't really think I can stretch that right now. But anyway, let's get some specs here. The blade length is 3.5 inches. AUS 8 on the regular, the original. The overall length is just a tad over 8 inches when opened. Closed, it's 4.5 on the dot. It weighs 2.4 ounces. Now, this little lanyard, I don't know if I finished the reason I put it on. I would kind of fold it over like this so I didn't poke myself, and that worked fine. But I found that in like the first few months I had it, never happened to me once, and I was pulling it out of my pocket all the time. And then once it happened to me the first time, I poked my finger on this little on the tip right there. You might be able to see, I just like cut myself a little bit. But ever since it happened the first time, it kept happening. Now, I don't know if that was just because I was like scared to do it and like scared to cut myself again, and then I just kept doing it by accident, but I don't know what happened. But yeah, it's pretty sweet knife, if I do say so myself. Besides that, and if any of you already own one who's watching this video, please leave a comment. Tell me if you can accidentally cut yourself or like feel the tip of the blade when it's closed, because that is such a bummer to me. You know, I really enjoyed this thing. It was like my favorite. So cool. Perfect. But fatal flaw stopped me from carrying it. God damn it. Well, I don't really have too much else to say about this thing. Besides that you should probably get the limited edition version if you can afford it, because it looks sweet. Minor differences. The presentation side pin is a little bit more flashy, and then there's a hole in the flipper. I think the flipper is slightly larger, and the handles are titanium, and the blade is S3 or M390 as opposed to a US 8, but I don't know. If anyone else has it, like I said, please let me know if you have the same problem as me, but if you're willing to risk it, and honestly, it's really not a big deal. Like, you know, I only drew blood and like actually like poked my finger kind of hard the first time. Every other time it was just like a little slice on the tip of my finger. You know, it's not what you want. You know, I honestly shouldn't recommend it, but it's just so cool, and I think it's such a great knife for everything else besides that, that I'm just hoping that mine's a lemon, and if any of you have one, it's not. So, anyway, enough rambling. I guess this has been my review of the CRKT crossbones. Flip it open a couple more times. It's just, you know, the design is so nice. It looks cool. Flipper works great. Satisfying. Comfortable. Good blade profile for food, prep, and just other stuff. But would you carry this still? I do once in a while. But knives come and go. Anyway,